Hi everyone, I hope you're having a good time. Welcome to our podcast, Education First. Today we're going to talk about a topic that really matters and we do not discuss as much as we should, quality education. So, what is quality education?
Well, first of all, quality education is one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations organizations as part of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. So why do we choose quality education as a topic for our podcast today? Well, we all are students of the National University of Colombia, which is one of the most important public universities of the country, as you may know. So we know that quality education is one of the main key factors to improve social, economic, and even environmental aspects of a community.
So today, specifically, we are going to discuss and to share with you, all listeners, our experience trying to improve quality education in a rural school in Onda Tolima.
But before we start, let's take a general look at the programmatic.
Okay, so in different countries, rural zones have like similar issues due to geographical, cultural, language barrier, lack of resources, and other economic and social situations that can affect the quality education.
Yeah, very common challenge faced by the schools are the infrastructure, the technical resources, or such as tables, such as computers, and maybe textbooks is the other problem that the schools, not only in the cities, it's maybe is also in town areas, have these different topics.
And really, in our approach target local issues. So the idea is go to education in Colombia. We found that students in rural zones studies less than 8.5 years in all this life compared to nearly 11 years in urban zones. Also, we found that studies shows that 80% of schools in rural zones lack access of internet, and over 18% lack access on electricity. So this is slowing in a big part the growing of education and quality education in these zones.
Additionally, rural-urban disparities are not the only cause of low quality education. Socioeconomic inequalities are main roots to education problems as well. For example, children from low-income households are over 90% more likely to experience language difficulties, behavior issues, which negatively impact academic performance.
Yes, and I would say that we must also consider issues regarding current political and social situations taking place in the country. The arrival of Venezuelan refugees, for instance, has strained Colombia's educational system because there's so many students, immigrant students that struggle with their studies. Their educational historial is quite tough and complex, including dropout rates and low performance, which makes them actually require way more attention to integrate properly into the system.
Yes, totally. Also, Colombian kids. It's important to mention that they have also faced serious difficulties in their education. This is a situation that unfortunately has been pretty common since the context of the armed conflict that happens in our country. So it's quite tough for them.
Of course, there have been proposed many solutions in this country to deal with this problem. For instance, the Computers for Education program, a government initiative. They provide tools like computers, like digital books. So, and also teachers training with in digital literacy.
Yeah, this program successfully increase the access to technology and resources in rural areas in changing digital skills and learning opportunities for students. Other examples are New School Model, Foundation for Reputation and Teaching of Science, and the program Todos Aprender.
All right, so we talk about the challenge that face the education quality in rural zones. But now, what can we do to make a difference? Yeah. So let's break it down into some realistic, low resource ideas that anyone can be part of. Let's talk about some of those, and then we can dive into what we did in our campaign. Yeah.
Okay, so first I think it's essential, it's crucial to have the support of the people that really cares about this topic. For example, teachers, college students, parents. It's all about using the human resources that we have to improve the education.
Yes, and actually, with this kind of support, an effective idea would be recycling and reusing educational materials. Because think about it, everyone, how many of us just have just old books, notebooks, or any school resources that we don't use? We just have them there collecting those. Instead of having them there, doing nothing, nothing useful, we could just gather them and donate it to a school that actually needs it. And it's a win-win. We reduce waste, we recycle, and the student gets the resources they need to learn.
Yeah, totally agree. I would like to add that we can use social media as a tool to promote events or spread the word about the challenge rural school face. And by sharing stories and photos, we can inspire others to take an action. You know, and even if you just donate a few books and some materials.
Yeah, totally. Now let's connect this to what we did in our campaign. We didn't wait for a call for resource or big change. We took immediate, actionable steps. We know that this is a hook problem cannot be solved by 5 students. However, we think that we can solve certain issues regarding a specific problem. Population. That is the reason why we decide to have a school alumni. You know,
Yeah, but sorry for interrupting you. Yeah, that's right. And I think that's the idea of today's podcast, telling to them, sorry, what we are doing and how was the process of all the campaign that we do to search the books, to get it, how we carry it out, and also what we achieve. So, yeah, please, Sebastian, tell us more about it.
Yeah, of course. Well, it all starts with a simple idea. What if we start donating the books that we do not use anymore to the people that really need them? So we know that in many rural zones, the access to this kind of supplies are limited.
Yeah, so we decided to start with ourselves. So each of us went through our homes, started gathering all books we had and school supplies we didn't need anymore.
Yeah, but we knew we could do more. Yeah, so we started talking with friends to invite our initiative or our causes, and the responses was really amazing. But how explain the campaign? The campaign gained even more strange when we took the idea to the National University of Colombia. We spoke with first semester students. We also got excited to started donating their books that they had left after finish high school.
yeah, I am so excited because it was a wonderful thing for little by little we gather an impressive amount of educational material.
Yeah, and with all these books and supplies ready, we decide to make the delivery to a rural school that is in Onda Tolima.
Yeah, we spoke to the principal and she was extremely happy.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Indeed, this experience taught us that even though we are only 5 people, we can join efforts and create and make a real change.
So, what is important to donate? As we all know, education is one of the most important things to create create a better future. So, by donating books and textbooks and school supplies, we're not just giving away pages in need. We're supporting kids in need. We're sharing opportunities and even inspiration. There's many children who have resources, quality resources to study. So a single book can spark curiosity and even change their lives.
Yeah, we invite you, yes, you, in making a difference, whether it's donated books, school supplies, or simply spreading the word. Every action counts.
As a conclusion, quality education is a fundamental right, and doing our part to promote it is something we can all do, no matter how small the contribution may seem.
Yeah, how we see, how my partner said, really, we need your help. We invite you to who is watching us, to join to this type of initiatives, to look around your home, maybe to talk to your friends, or also donate what you no longer use. I think that everything, every book, every supply counts.
Yeah, and if you know a school or a student that needs help, please don't hesitate to contact us. We can help them.
Thank you so much for watching this video, for listening to this podcast, today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video so more people can join our cause. And see you in the next episode.
That's it. See you. Bye, guys.